Hi there, this is Mercy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about something that I've kept it in my heart for a while, something real, sensitive though, but true. It's about single mother and the stigma that comes with being single or single motherhood. You as an individual, have you ever judged a single mother just because she is raising a child on her own? If you've ever done that, I think it's a high time you go back and apologize, show some love, show some care, and appreciate the work that she is doing. We look at single mothers and see that they failed, they were careless, maybe they were unfaithful in their relationship, and maybe that's why they were left. We praise so much single fathers and criticize single mothers. Same story, different scenarios. What makes it different? Why would you criticize a single mother? Have you ever asked yourself what led her to being single? What's the story behind her raising a child on her own? I don't think there is a person who wakes up in the morning and wants to choose to be single. Fine that those maybe who are like, I just want to raise a child on my own. Those are few, but the majority of the single mothers, it's not by choice. They didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be a single mother. It was circumstantial. Maybe they were running away from brutality, violence, maybe infidelity, or even not just being supported and appreciated in that relationship. But what did they choose? They chose to stand with their children in all the harshness and just be there and raise their child or their children. It's a high time, I think, we need to celebrate single mothers in the sense that they do double jobs. They still work and still they work looking for their bread for the children and still come back home and start over from where they had left. So you'll find maybe she has to go to work. In the morning, she has to take a child to the daycare or to school, go to work, come back in the evening, pick the child and start from where she had left in the morning when she left. So she's doing two jobs at a go, raising a family and fending for her family. And here we still go and criticize and want to name them, put names on them, tag them with all the bad things, and not even caring that they're doing this for the love of their family. I would like, as we celebrate, even when we're celebrating Mothers Day, I think we should also give priority to the single mothers. When you're celebrating, let's remember that single mother out there who is trying so hard to see their children go through education, have food on the table, and still feel loved, both fatherly and motherly love. Because you see, when you're single, there's this time you have to be a father, and there's this time you have to be soft and be a mother. You have to know how to balance the emotions. Despite the challenges you've faced through the day, when you come back home, you need to be there and feel this child. Make the child feel like this is my space with my mom. This is not the pressure she carried from work. This is not the pressure she's going through, maybe trying to look for school fees, looking for rent or something. Some people think that single mothers so that can get maybe financial support from men. I think that's not the case. Some mothers, right from conception, they have carried the pregnancy on their own. They have gone to maternity on their own, paid the bills, taken the kids through school on their own, paying bills, buying food, ensuring the kid get medication, the kid gets good school. And that is why I think single mothers work so hard to ensure that their kids get the best. Why? So that this kid may not compare himself and his like. And why is it that us, we are living in this state of, and why is it that the other family, they're doing so well? That's why we push ourselves. That's why single mothers go out there and just give it their best to ensure that they have it. To ensure that their kids, when they ask them for money to maybe pay for a school trip, she doesn't tell him or her that I don't have today money. So that's why we push ourselves so much. So I think it's a high time that we change the storyline and embraced single motherhood and embraced how we look at things, how the society judges single mothers. Yeah. Not all single mothers are single because they woke up and said, I don't want to get married. I just want to raise a kid on my own. No. Others, it was a circumstance that led it to them being single. So let's change the storyline. Let's also embrace mothers who are giving their best to their children. Thank you so much for following me today. Yeah, and if you like this, if it resonates with you, share and subscribe. Thank you.